Hi folks, I'm using some sheets of various manufacturers from various manufacturers. These were sent by my friend Glenn, and he sent me a variety of a dozen or so papers, different papers. Strathmore, Dale Rowney. This is Artist's Loft, and it's an American company. And I've been there. The trade name is Michael's, and we've had several trips to our family in Florida. In fact, my sister and brother-in-law bought a house opposite my cousin Fred, who's long since died. But they all come from England originally, and Fred, his family went. Well, his sister married a GI in London, and they went back to life in Ohio or wherever they were at the time, and my cousin Fred stayed in after he finished his 25 years in the Air Force, American Air Force. He still kept his English accent. They bought a house or a bungalow, because most bungalows in Florida, because of the risk of hurricanes. But my sister and brother-in-law, they would go and visit a couple of times a year, Fred and Mimi. And Fred died, so my sister and brother-in-law, they sold their bungalow opposite. We had 3 holidays there, absolutely fabulous. Florida is our bit of it anyway. And we would drive all the way down to Bradenton, through Bradenton to Hemingway's and that sort of thing. The islands, beautiful, absolutely incredibly beautiful place, and we loved it. But I don't suppose we'll ever go again. It's getting too old. But Michael's, we couldn't carry art material across to Florida, so my cousins they borrowed an easel from somewhere, and I went to Michael's to buy paper and paints and so on. So I know Michael's quite well, and that it should be in a lovely part of Florida was even better. Now, anything else I can say? Well, I'm going to paint on this lovely paper, the Artist's Loft paper. It's 400 grams per square metre, is it? Grams, GMS. It's a heavy paper, but if I spend too much time working on it, it will buckle a little bit. But I'm quite happy with it. It's got a good tooth, not like one I worked on. I don't know where it is now. I'm very disorganised with my studio. I'm here to paint and not sort of academic stuff. So we've got ultramarine, a red, burnt sienna, Payne's grey as a backup. It's a neutral, cadmium yellow. I think it's cadmium yellow pale hue, no, medium, yellow hue. And yellow ochre. They're my colours. I'm going to just keep spraying them with water. We've actually got some nice weather at the moment, but it's clouding up just before Wimbledon starts. We don't live far from Wimbledon. In fact, I did some carpet work, because that's my business, for Roger Taylor. Now, you won't remember him, but he was England's #1 tennis player. And I didn't meet him, I met his French wife at the time. And very nice. Newstead Way. The road leads down to Wimbledon, so he didn't have far to go to practice. But anyway, he was before Murray came along. Right, okay, so enough from me. The one I did yesterday, it wouldn't, well, it's probably what I was doing. it would not knit the two files together because I went into the second file, so I'm having another go at that. So apologies if this one you like, but you don't get the next part of it. I don't know what to do then. Right, okay, so let's have a nice I like grey skies with sort of highlights, so let's we'll do that. I'll just find a nice neutral brush. No, this one. Yeah, there we go. Varnish, 30 millimetres, right, just give that a bit of a wet. And we go a bit of that, a bit of Payne's Grey. That's a good, ooh, well, it's even better. So you can hear the tooth. That's not my teeth. I might try and put a little bit of red in this. I want a nice sky. Bit of pink sky. Look, you can see the grain, but I'm not bothered about that at all. Yeah, the big story in our news is a crossbow killing of 2 daughters and a wife. God, dear, oh dear, what a awful, isn't it? So just using a bit of that colour. I've got to reinstate those hills. Right, okay, I'll reinstate. Well, I'll use this brush. Grey and blue. Looking at the Tour de France at the moment, that's going on. It's we're in a very hilly area. I can't remember what it's called. Yesterday, but it was so beautiful. But it wasn't rugged. It was just gentle rolling hills. I don't want a line. So those, I just want that to merge. But it was all sort of up and down and a lot of green. So let's just let's test the water here. A bit of ochre. Right, let's put some texture in, some a bit of sienna in there. Oh, no, not that much. But the greens, I don't use the tube greens. Because you can mix them yourself. And cloth. Crumbs. What's that going on in our gardens? Bit of foreground, rough foreground. Trees in silhouette. No, a little bit of tooth showing through, but it doesn't matter. It's all part of the character of the paper. Now, I've resolved to only do one painting a day. well, just fill the holes in. But it's a very nice paper. It's not, no, it's really, really good. Bit of Payne's grey and a bit of burnt sienna. It's all dry now. Right, so we've got a bit of distance there, but I'm going to put it a bit foggy with the white and the grey. Right, well, that's. I was going to do about two files, but I'm not. This is the one for Glenn, really. Just look, I've left some holes on the paper. I think they add character. So let's just move this aside. Clean the brushes. Put a mount on it. Just about sort of fits. So it's well, it's just what it is. It's just a little painting. Easy to work on. I do like the roughness of the paper. I mean, I've worked on others. I'll show you if I can find it. I've got so many pencils here. Okay. No, I can't find it. Doesn't matter. If you ever want to buy any of these things, I will hopefully be having a sort of a sale of work in my garden. So I've got a lady friend who's quite happy to help me set up. But I don't know. I've got thousands of paintings, and I just like to give them away for about £10–20 a piece, unframed. But anyway, if you live nearby, you can phone me or contact me anyway, and see what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching this one, folks. I hope you get something from it. It's very quick. It just goes to show you don't need to spend hours on a painting unless you're doing something fine like Rembrandt or whatever. Bye for now.